I'm feeling crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. Hop out the range. Hop out the range. Whoa, it's a new range, new page. Got me in a new country, new stage. I ain't signed no deal, I'm too paid. I do not have chill, I'm too crazy. I do not take L's, I'm too Brady. I might be frosted, I'm not flaky. Don't know what it cost me, it's all gravy. Turn on that faucet and just pay me. Whoa, we gon' get it, bring it back. Maybe Donald is a Mac. Couple bottles, empty glass. New machine, I'm sending facts. Bump the headline, check the facts. I'm not a gangster, but I'm a gorilla. Hop on the drums when I'm feeling J Dilla. Come get your lady, cause I'm a just stiller. How about the range, whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange, whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa, there's no comparison. Black in America, little too arrogant. I just embarrass y'all niggas irrelevant. I shouldn't mention it, that's royal etiquette. Out of my element, way too intelligent. Grab you a therapist, send him my sentiments. Neck full of sediments, caught me a Tesla and skirt through the valley. Dropped an investment in Silicon Valley. All of this cake, but I'm missing the patty. Might mess around and just move to Miami. Drums are so loud that they break in the chassis. King of the grass like a Lionel Messi. I am not crass, but my mental is messy. Mud in my glass while my pencil is sketching. All these rappers, but no one impressed me. Most of them actors I labels as testing. How about the range, whoa. Hey, yeah, I'm feeling strange, whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. I took a sip, I'm not acting my age. I took a trip, now they got me on stage. How about the range? How about the range? Whoa. How about the range? I'm feeling strange. I might be crazy. None of your phase me. How about the range? Whoa. Yeah, I'm feeling strange. Whoa.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Long time no see.
All you have to do is stop putting garbage in your face hole. Can you do that?
Fat fuck.
Discrimination.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 25 Hundo and 39 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. Today's episode, the Beastcast, is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2, flexing on all you beasts.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
All right, welcome to the show. Hit the like button, drop in the comments down below. What are you smashing today? Happy Wednesday, April the 19th. We're going to jump right into today's episode. We have a couple things that we are doing this week. Friday, we have an overtime segment after the live stream, but tomorrow we have our Swole Fam Roundtable, number 41, at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for members only, so join us, swolenormousx.com, to join the fam today. Become a member. and get access to all the private live streams and, of course, all our programs, yoga, meditation, masterclasses, and so much more. So you get access to the overtime segment on Friday, the roundtable live call tomorrow night, our weekly accountability meetings on Mondays. It's an awesome time, and I can't wait for tomorrow night. So I'll see you all there for the call. And that being said, let's get into some Swole Fan posts. We'll take some questions, and we will go balls deep. So before we do, let's summon the Falcon, get today's nut busted wide open, and get the show on the road. Falcon. Put some respect on it, your species. All right, hashtag SFGs for a chance to win today's Swole card. Of course, it says sick fucking gains. I hope you're making sick fucking gains, and I hope you are making sick fucking gains today. So hit that thumbs up button if you're watching on YouTube. Where the like police at? Before we move on, let's get a little Tainty Man and check in on the church. Both are getting the sleepies, so we'll get a nice little golf clap for little man and little lady. Very nice. And now let's moisturize and get right on into that tip. Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, so we talked about Roundtable 41 going on tomorrow night. That will be private for members only. Not only that, we have some new merch that we dropped on Monday. We have Gym Crush in Training. We have a couple different designs. We have the bicep. We have the green kind of futuristic design. I don't know what else to call it, computer type design. And then of course we have the peach. So Gym Crush in Training, especially if you have someone that you're eyeballing at the gym, it's a great shirt to wear. Conversation starter, as it were. So check out all those in the new Gym Crush in Training collection. And of course, we also have some other ones. We have Scorched Earth, we have Swole Season, and then we're also dropping Swole Mastery in the 90-day dash for awesome program releases. So we have some other merch that will rep out the Swole fam. So Swole Season's a great shirt for all times of year. It's always Swole Season, in my opinion. And Scorched Earth, that's a fire shirt. And also programs, if you've never tried them, those are epic fucking programs. So go and check those out. Use code DailySwole for 10% off because you're a member and we love you. Want to make sure you have the best merch in the game. All right, let's get into the first Swole fam post from Eneo. And Eneo writes, what's good, Papa Swoyo? Today is my first day of training Swole Season. I want to bulk up. I'm excited to start.
Yow.
Welcome. Good for you. I'm glad you're in it. Look at this fucking beard. Freddie had a left AC joint sprain. We talked about it, I think, yesterday in the podcast. And fractured clavicle at the start of the year. It's definitely better now with full mobility and strength with a new dip PR of 50 kilograms. Close to the 3 plates. So that is the next goal. Very nice, Freddie, with the flowing hair, the flowing beard, and those sick fucking...
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
Thank you for sharing, Freddie. We got a bunch of pictures. We got another one from Joker the Fool in our Discord. And check out those transformational pictures. In 2020, I was around 250 pounds, and now I'm 180 at 70 fucking pounds, in case you can't count for shit. So it's midway through 2023. So losing 70 pounds is legit, but also it's not just the weight loss. So you lost more of that in fat. You probably put on some muscle as well, because you're not just skinny, you have some muscle tone. Look at the shoulders, the biceps, the chest. It's coming along very well. Joker the Fool, I'm not sure exactly what your official name is because, you know, the Discord, people don't put their real names in Discord. No worries. But looking good. Congratulations. Keep us posted. Love those transformation pics. And cruising right along, our last Swole Fam post of the day is from Nancy. And Nancy writes, Fam, I'm thinking of making this week a mobility/recovery week instead of lifting. I'm hitting a wall with lifting. I must need to work out some issues. A huge one of my issues are my hips. They're super tight and my IT bands are too. I'm going to do shoulder mobility and club work too, I think, and sauna and steam room to sweat it all out. I believe we even might have covered this in the accountability meeting, but fantastic, Nancy. Thank you so much. Some gorillas. The hips don't lie, Nancy. The hips don't lie. All right, let's get into some questions. If you want to join all those amazing people inside Swolenormous X, make sure you head on over to swolenormousx.com and join us today. And we'll move right along into some questions. If you have a question, you could drop in the comments down below, hashtag AskPapaSwolio. And of course, you can call into the show. So if you've never called in, I highly encourage you doing so. Of course, tomorrow during our roundtable, we'll have a private member Q&A. We'll just shoot the shit. It's just a group conversation. But 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You can go to askpapaswolio.com and submit a question. So we will actually take one right now. And if you have a question watching in the live chat, you could drop that hashtag AskPapaSwolio, and we can get to that in a few moments. We'll take the first call from Jerry. Jerry, you are on the fucking line.
When did you start going to the gym, Papa Swolio?
In high school. I started lifting in high school. First time I ever lifted was 13, but I started lifting consistently towards the end of high school, and I got really serious freshman and sophomore year of college. I started making those sick fucking gains. All right, let's take another call. This one's from Bert. Bert, you are on the line.
Hello, Papa Swolio. I got one question for you. So, what motivates you to start with this, Papa Swolio thing and go to the gym part? What motivates you to do that?
What motivated me to, go to the fucking gym? Well, everything that I do is to find the lowest common denominator and to make sure I send a message across. People don't have an attention span. And what's the most basic fundamental message that you can convey to people that kind of summarizes everything? Have you gone to the fucking gym? So it started in 2020, probably in the summer. I did a video. It was on TikTok. I started doing it and I was drinking coffee, looking out of the apartment, looking at my office window. And I said, how was your workout today? Did you crush it? And then obviously was going to take a sip of coffee and then wait a second. You didn't go to the fucking gym. And I started yelling at the camera and people responded to it really well. And from that first video that did well, I knew that was the new thing. So what the evolution of that was just doing it in different ways. So I like having creativity. I like doing things and experimenting. But I like certain verticals. So figuring out how many different ways I can tell people to go to the fucking gym is always fun. And I have no limitations to all the ideas I have. So we have some new batches of content coming soon. They're going to be fire. And as always, so keep on hammering the same nail. The most important thing is you plant your flag, you send your message, and you keep on doing that forever. And the tides are going to come in and out. You're going to get a lot of views. It's going to go out of style. It's going to come back in. There's always fluctuations. There's always peaks and troughs. And, just keep on going. And go to the fucking gym has become something really important to a lot of people. Because pretty much every day, people need to be slapped across the tits and be told to go to the fucking gym. So it never gets old. And when the next day, the sun rises again and you still need to go to the fucking gym. And guess what? On Friday, you need to go to the fucking gym. It's Saturday. Okay, go to the fucking gym. So it is brand new every single day. And hopefully people get tired of hearing me say it. So they just finally go to the fucking gym. And then they can feel confident that they went to the fucking gym. I'll still yell at them to go to sleep. And guess what? If you go to the fucking gym, good for you. You want a cookie? Go do it again tomorrow. Oh my God, you get a trophy because you went. Good. Fucking do it again. And then do it again. And then do it again. So I can yell at you endlessly. It's never enough. You never get to let your foot off the gas pedal. So fuck your couch, go to the fucking gym. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Pay him. Pay that man his money. All right. Let's take a question from Instagram. We'll come back. We got one more call. Vaibhav Borothoki. Vaibhav Borothoki. It's a cool name. How to grow chest. It's really hard to gain in chest. Well, you have to lift heavy weights and be consistent over a long period of time. So I would stick to movements that work really well. Maybe a slight decline on your bench or chest dips. Pullovers are great. You can also do a low incline. A lot of people go too high on the incline or too low on a decline. So slight decline or slight incline if you're doing chest. Play around with barbell and dumbbell. Add weights progressively and slowly. Forced reps, negatives, have a spotter. There's a lot of different movements. Find what works for you and keep on loading that bar and going heavier. Focus, focus, focus. I would make sure you're also doing yoga and things like that, making sure your mobility and your posture is optimal. AKX Shat X, whatever. Is creatine safe? Yes. All right. 10 a.m. Enshul Forever. Best exercises for legs. Well, there's a lot of exercise for legs and a lot of them work. So most exercise will work for someone, especially if you're new to the gym. Most people will benefit from most exercises because it's external force and the shock and the stress will spur you to building muscle. Over time, you'll need to focus on certain ones and overload certain ones, and certain movements are easier to overload and you'll get more progress in the long term. So there's squats, there's Bulgarian split squats, RDLs, leg curls, leg extensions. There's great movements in many different respects. There's many different ways to do squats and leg exercises. Nordic curls are fantastic. Reverse and forward sled pushing and pulling is fantastic. So there's no best, but everyone, and I do believe this, everyone, of course, there's always going to be some exceptions, but everyone should be able to do, even if you don't focus primarily on squats, everyone should be able to do a squat properly. If you can't do a squat properly, you have severe mobility issues and you should be focusing on that because it'll unlock a lot of other exercise as well. Even if you don't primarily do squats, which I think most people should do to build overall leg mass, especially when they're starting, you should be able to, regardless if you find other exercises that work better, you should be able to do a squat. Tyler Papasoli, I've seen a TikTok video yesterday on how vegan/vegetarian diet is sustainable and helps with physical and mental stress. What a bunch of morons. Thoughts? Kind of a wasted question. I mean, what do you think my thoughts are? You're going to see a lot of TikTok videos about a lot of stupid shit. So vegetarian diets are more sustainable because you're actually getting some nutrient dense food with eggs or cheese and dairy and stuff like that. But if you're vegan, you make it very, very hard. Plus, if you're a vegetarian or vegan, you're getting a lot of oxalates, phytic acid, you're getting a lot of carbohydrates, and you're consuming a lot of things that are going to be much more challenging for your body to digest. So I don't recommend it. Everyone's got their own belief systems, but I think a lot of people do those things because they care about what other people think, and they're paying attention still to very outdated mainstream sources that don't take bioavailability and inflammatory issues into account. Most of those mainstream sources are still on this zero cholesterol kick. So the more you learn, the more you are open your eyes to these types of things. Eric, you're on the Mancast, calling in. Go ahead, Eric.
Hey, Papa. I keep hearing that cardio kills gains. I'm just wondering why. And if you could elaborate on it, that'd be awesome. Thanks. Bye.
Well, it depends on what kind of cardio, how frequently, how intense. One, it's very exhausting, and your body will adapt to the stress that it's put under. And if you're constantly just doing a ton of cardio, you're exhausting yourself. You're not going to be able to lift as heavy or as effectively or do as much intensity or overload. And your body will adapt towards those types of endurance activities. So it definitely can affect your gains, but of course depends on what you do. I do a little bit in the mornings. I do a little bit in the mornings with sled work, but that's also very muscular. That's more overload focused. If you're just doing cardio, if you're just doing running, you're not doing any kind of real resistance or overload. So for me, pushing a sled, pulling a sled, aside from like the VersaClimber, which is great, you're doing a lot of work with the distance and the vertical distance against gravity that you're covering. But of course, doing a ton of cardio is going to lead towards adaptations in that direction. just to keep it simple. So if you're trying to pack on a lot of muscle, doing a ton of cardio is going to be very exhausting, and your body will be pulled in that direction in terms of adaptation. So you want to use as many resources to build muscle, and you can have cardiovascular. It's still beneficial. Maybe separating it from your weight training, doing more high intense cardio without long duration is, in my opinion, more beneficial. So you're able to do more work, get into higher zones of cardio without exhausting yourself, spending a lot of hours, 1 or 2 hours doing long duration cardio. Walking's fantastic. Cardiovascular capacity is great. VO2 max is great. But of course, anytime you overload your body in any specific direction, your body is going to lean towards adaptations in that. And if you think about what people's physiques look like when they do endurance type exercise, there's a reason for that. So marathon runners are slender, they're skinny fat in most cases. Even triathletes are on the more slender side. You start doing a lot of longer duration cardio focused training, your body is going to facilitate those adaptations, and it's going to pull you away from heavy lifting and heavy overload and holding a lot of muscle mass. So you figure out what your goals are, focus on those things primarily, and then add in these other methods of cardiovascular for like active recovery, for staying leaner, for getting your heart rate up, for improving and maintaining your VO2 max and things like that, maybe segmenting or splitting them up on different days or active recovery days so it doesn't sacrifice your lifting. Some people do a ton of cardio before they lift, and their lifting session is going to be severely compromised. Or after they train, doing a ton of cardio, which can be very exhaustive. So you could do things for warming up. You can do things that are shorter duration more frequently, or split up onto days where you're doing more active recovery and not focusing as much on lifting heavy weights. Your body will adapt to the stress that it's subjected to. You want to build muscle, focus on subjecting your body to that type of overload and allowing for recovery between subsequent training, progressive overload, and so forth. Constantine Zander, many reps with lower weight or vice versa? What are you trying to do? There's not an answer to that question. If you want to build muscle, you definitely want to increase the resistance over a longer period of time, progressively, and you want more lower moderate reps to failure. So heavier weight, lower repetitions in general, 6 to 15 reps in that range. Doesn't mean you can't build muscle with higher repetitions. Depends on what your body has been exposed to, what kind of failure point you're hitting. If you're brand new to the gym, doing sets of 20 or 30 reps, even submax will build muscle, especially in the first few months because it's a new stress for your body. But if you're trying to build muscle size, you really want to go heavier with weight, less repetitions, but pushing towards failure as close as you can get to it, especially certain exercises. It's more important to hit to failure rather than volume. So if you're going really close to failure, you can do less sets to failure and less overall volume if your intensity is high enough. KH Papaswolio, I'm having troubles eating enough to build muscles. I'm a woman, so I've been used to being scared of eating. Do you have any tips for getting enough calories while eating clean? Yeah, eat more of them. Eat steak, ground beef, eggs. Eat more protein and eat more often. Eat more frequently and break it up into more meals. It's like I'm used to being scared of eating. Don't be scared. Eat a lot, eat frequently. Any tips? Small meals frequently. Okay, Veronica Barros. Papa Soy, will we ever deserve a rest day, or should we go to the fucking gym until our last breath? Well, that's a little dramatic, but I don't think anyone deserves a rest day. I think you should be doing something every day. If you're not lifting heavy, that's a different conversation. Active recovery. So active recovery is a rest day. It's a recovery day. So stop using the term rest and use it as, what can I do today in order to allow myself to train at a high capacity, as close to 100% as possible the next time I lift? So let's say you're really sore. Like, I'm really sore today. Today's like a leg day or an upper body day. I'm probably just going to do mobility, which is still overload, but it's through a full range of motion, and it's more restorative, and it's going to help me go heavier. In a couple days, I'm just going to postpone a heavier posterior chain leg workout for maybe day after tomorrow, maybe Friday, where I can do some mobility today and then hit it really heavy. So I just need a little more restoration. But mobility is a challenging day. I'm going to be sore from it, but it's a different type of stress. It's full range of motion. It's a lighter weight, but it's definitely challenging. So yeah, deserving is a very shaky ground. I don't think people deserve shit. A lot of people think that they're putting a lot more work than they are. Everyone just wants to deserve it. Oh, you get a pat on the back. Who fucking cares? No one's sitting there. Like, if you skip a day, here's the thing. I'm going to yell at you. I'm going to call you a little bitch. But if you skip a day, it's not illegal. No one's going to know or no one's going to care except for you. And the issue with people is people need to care a lot more. People need to hold themselves to a higher standard. I do the podcast every single day, whether I feel like it or not. The podcast is bigger than me. I hold myself accountable to the podcast. So I discipline myself. I'm consistent because I'm consistent. So you have to hold yourself to a higher standard and not sit around and do jack shit because you think you deserve it. I think you don't. And you're supposed to not think I don't deserve a day off. You don't. Why would you deserve a day off? A rest day, or if you frame it in that way, Veronica, you'll always be consistent. So it's the framing of it, but it's also what you're going to do. Do active recovery. Instead of rest day, recovery day. So go for a walk. I'm not saying you have to lift heavy weights, or you can go for a walk or go for a hike. Cool. Go for a hike and do some, when you get to the top of the mountain, do some mobility and do some stretching. Cool. Because recovery is psychological, not just physical. So that's a time for you to invest in repairing. You can't lift heavy every day. So maybe a day off from heavy resistance training, but active recovery. Active recovery. Radi Activo Mon. I couldn't train for a week because of the flu. What should I do? Start training again. Ease back into it. Like, it's a fucking week. It's nothing. You're fine. Go back to the gym. Don Omar Clavagata. Papa Swolio, is hard training noticeable? Is hard training noticeable even if I have not a really strict diet? Everyone's different, but in other words, you're eating a lot of shit, so don't expect anything amazing. Is it noticeable? Maybe. Depends if you're getting enough protein, if you're training hard. Hard training doesn't mean proper training. Hard training doesn't mean progressive overload. Hard training doesn't mean the right exercise selection. You might perceive it as hard, but it might be worthless exercise and you're just exhausted. You might just be doing tons of cardio and expecting muscle growth and abs. So if you have not a really strict diet, you're not off to a good start. Why don't you get on a better nutrition plan? Forget a strict diet. I'm not on a strict diet. I eat proper foods. I eat foods that my body works best with. I don't think of it as strict. It's very liberating and it's delicious and it's amazing. And I feel awesome. So why are you shooting yourself in the foot? I'm like, hey, can I still get results by not putting in any effort? Probably not. Do better, and you will get gains and you will make noticeable gains if you make better food choices. Again, why would you want to put in that kind of work and be like sacrificing those results, right? Exactly. Jeff says, why would you waste hard training and those sick fucking gains? I agree. Don't waste it. Don't waste it. Hashtag SFGs. I wouldn't waste it. Why waste it? Tyler, Papa Solia, would it be possible to ask a gym owner for a gym equipment? Is that a coherent English sentence? To ask a gym owner for gym equipment? What are you talking about? What do you mean, dude? Like to buy it, or if you have anything that they don't want anymore, ask them? You know, not all gym owners are the same person. I don't know. Ask. I don't know what you're. What are you talking about? I will say that some gyms will maybe look to get new equipment. They might sell it. A lot of gyms sell equipment on OfferUp to buy. Would it be possible? Yeah, I don't, dude, fucking ask them. Why are you asking me? Would it be possible? Anything's possible. Fucking ask them. How the hell do I know, dude? If they say no, then you're in the same spot. Hey, are you looking to sell any equipment? I'm looking to buy some equipment. Hey, we have this over here. There you go. No, not today. Not right now, but maybe at the end of the month, we're getting some new equipment in. Because sometimes gyms, or a lot of times for big gyms, they don't buy all the equipment. They're usually, sometimes it's like anything else. Sometimes gyms lease equipment. So they'll lease equipment from Life Fitness or Cybex or something like that. So, because this equipment's expensive, you outfit an entire gym, it's going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment. Some of these cardio machines are $5 or $10,000 each because they're all commercial grade. They're meant to be used nonstop. These commercial grade treadmills are designed to be literally on 24 hours a day, nonstop. That's why a lot of them are breaking or they get bearings. So if they're leasing them, then they have a contract, and usually under the contract, someone will come out and fix it. They maintain the equipment. And then after the lease, the company probably takes it back and then sells it or auctions it off. And, people buy used equipment all the time. There's gym auctions. There's fitness equipment auctions that you go and people buy a whole pallet, or they'll buy a whole gym worth of equipment and they'll sell it on the cheap individually and make more money as a profit. They'll flip it. So there are people that do these things all the time. You just have to be in the know and figure it out. What I would recommend, number one thing, don't go to an LA Fitness and do that, because the people there don't have control over the equipment. That's the company. So if you're interested in that, you can call up, or you can call up and be like, hey, are you looking to sell any equipment? I would recommend going to smaller, independently owned gyms, because then you might actually have the owner working there, or they're like, hey man, I have actually these rusty dumbbells I used to hold up in the back door. If you want them, you can have them, like $5. Or sometimes people just have shit that no one uses and they're not really want to sell it. They just want it out of their way. Because sometimes people offer it for free or on the cheap, and you don't know if you don't ask. Just ask. I appreciate the question, but how the fuck do I know what someone's selling? I would recommend doing that. That's called hustling. That's called going out there and figuring it out and finding shit. Yeah, OfferUp is what I use. Facebook Marketplace you could do too. I bought the VersaClimber on Offer. I bought a lot of my shit. I bought a bunch of equipment off. Most of the stuff I have that I bought used was on OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace. I buy a lot of shit. Machines are great, but then you need a truck or someone else probably to lift it and to transport it. So that's a whole other thing. Sometimes they'll say, hey, we're looking to sell this, delivery available for an extra $100 because they have a truck. So there's always a lot of stuff that is being looked to sell. I haven't been on Craigslist in a long time, so I don't know what Craigslist is like nowadays. I haven't used it in a while. I haven't used Craigslist in a while, but I used to. But there's a lot of stuff out there. OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace are great. Absolutely great. All right. Any other questions? Good questions so far. Good stuff. It's a good day. It's a good day. Alan, I got my dumbbells for free from Amazon as it took over a month to arrive. Oh, so it said your package is delayed and they refunded your money and they still showed up or something? Yeah, that happens sometimes. One time I had that. I had a vacuum cleaner delivered from Amazon and it took a few days, and it was one of those things, hey, your package is late but may still arrive. You can come back here in 48 hours and request a refund. So it still didn't show up. I requested a refund and they said, okay, the chat bot or the customer service specialist, they call them, refunded my money. So I bought another vacuum. And then I come home when the other vacuum was going to be delivered, and I saw 2 boxes. So they delivered the original vacuum. I got the money back for, so I got 2 vacuums for the price of 1. So I had like a backup. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, it sucks when you order something. It's like, hey, we'll be delivered tomorrow. And then and you order it because you need it and it's going to be delivered tomorrow. And then it says your package is on the way, but it may arrive late. Then it arrives like a week later. Like, that's the whole fucking point of purchasing that, was so I can get it. I purchased that one because I needed it tomorrow and not the end of the week. And then it shows up late anyway, but it happens. It happens. Amazon could be a great place for fitness equipment because they'll have it in the warehouse and they'll deliver quicker, even sometimes faster than from the company's website itself. And Amazon is actually underrated for weight plates. Cap has these good weight plates that I use for putting outside, and they're a lot cheaper than, if you don't care the way they look, they're not the standard lifting plates, but they have like spaces where you can like hook your hands in and hold them. So I got a bunch of them for outside, and it was actually a really good price. Really good price. So you can find good stuff on Amazon too for fitness equipment. I recommend it. Especially if you're looking to get things. If you're looking to get a steel club or a steel mace, you can definitely get a bunch of stuff on Amazon. A lot of stuff available. It's out there. It's out there, beaches.
That's deep.
All right, fam. Drop in the comments down below some biceps and gorillas, because we are going balls deep, beaches. We are going balls fucking deep. Now, we got 3 videos and a reminder that tomorrow, before we do, I just want to remind everyone, because some people tune in late because they love the balls deep portion. They slack off and they missed earlier. But we have a Roundtable 41 tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time for members. So private episode tomorrow. We'll see you there, beaches. We'll see you there. Frank asked, did I see Relight is reformulated now? They changed their branding, but I don't know if they actually reformulated it. I do unflavored, so I'm not sucking down stevia or whatever that flavored shit is. Unflavored is the way to go. I think they just changed their logo on the outside. They call it a different name, right? I think they just call it a different name. I don't know if it's actually reformulated. Maybe it's the flavored ones, because unflavored is probably just going to be the same. I thought I heard that, but I didn't notice any difference. I don't think it was anything. Maggie, what happened to Rise and Swole? We had it last week. This week is Roundtable. This week is a Roundtable. Every other week. So we have a Roundtable week and we have Rise and Swole week. This week is Roundtable. And of course, if you can't catch it live, we'll have it in Swole TV. Let's get into it. Ooh. Is that the same guy? Is that the same person? Oh, why is that person again? I'll let you guys decide. Number 1, number 2, or number 3.
What's in the box?
Ugh. I don't want to see any of these. Ooh. Oh. Oh, my goodness. Horrifying. Jen from the Telegram chat. Jen says number 2. Let's go Jen number 2. Let's go Jen number 2.
And
All
that's
right,
the way, I like it.
Not a good start, Jen. So we can all get on Jen's case. This video is titled, "It's Okay to be 600 pounds." God damn.
What's in the box?
God damn.
Because it is okay. There's nothing wrong or shameful or otherwise not okay about being 600 pounds or 30 pounds or any weight or looking any certain way.
Pause. What is going on above your head? Does your rearview mirror have a septum piercing? If you're just listening, you have to see this. There's absolutely a lot of shit wrong. Like, not even a small amount. There's a massive, pun intended, a massive amount wrong being 600 fucking pounds. No one is 600 pounds without horrific lifestyle habits. No one is. Show me someone who's over 600 pounds that fucking follows the 7 pillars, eats high protein, lifts heavy fucking weights, get the fuck out of here. The fuck.
You're insane, gold member.
Here. Scrolling back, wait, there's captions. There's nothing wrong or shameful or anything not okay about being 600 fucking pounds. There's a lot to be shameful about. This is what we need to bring back. And it's not to be rude. It's just you need to have shame for yourself. You should be ashamed that you let yourself, with your horrible choices, become so exhaustively obese. That is shameful. So bet. Absolutely. Jesus Christ.
Or any weight or looking any certain way. When I say it's okay to be 600 pounds and you say it's not because it's unhealthy.
Yes! Yes!
Matt Damon.
Yes! Not only is it unhealthy, it's grotesquely unhealthy. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Come on, man.
Here we go.
Okay to be 600 pounds, and you say it's not because it's unhealthy.
It's not.
What you're saying is it's not okay to be unhealthy.
Any questions? It's not okay to be unhealthy. If you look, that's my opinion. It's not okay. It's not okay to let your body just decay as fast as possible to leave this earth 40 years early. I don't think it's okay. I'm not saying you don't have the freedom to do that, but it's definitely not okay to be unhealthy. It doesn't mean that people aren't unhealthy. Most people are unhealthy. I don't think it's okay. I don't think people should be okay with that. It doesn't mean you're going to avoid everything, because some people have genetic predispositions for cancers. But if you have a genetic predisposition for a serious cancer, then maybe you shouldn't just be. If your whole family has diabetes, you have type 2 diabetics, you're very predisposed to type 2 diabetes, you probably shouldn't be drinking 2 liters of Coke every day. That's my take on it. Everyone has predispositions, and it's going to be activated by your lifestyle habits. I don't think it's okay. What you're saying is it's not okay to be unhealthy. Welcome to fucking Earth. I hope you enjoy your stay. Maybe you want to get a new haircut while you're here. Jesus Christ.
People get sick.
Nah.
People are disabled.
Nah. If you're born with no legs, you're not choosing that. If you get into a horrible accident of no fault of your own, you didn't choose that. You do realize being unhealthy is not the same as being disabled. We all agree with that? If you have no legs, that doesn't mean that you are unhealthy. It means you don't have legs. Okay? Jesus Christ. Fucking keeping the Taco Bell stock price stable since 2008.
What about that is not okay?
That's not the argument. You're saying it's okay to not be healthy. You're calling disabled people unhealthy. You're an idiot. You're a dum-dum. Who would have guessed it? But yikes. Her fucking body.
Do you really believe that every sick or disabled person should be ashamed, should be judged for the fact that they are sick or disabled?
This is a hardcore cope. That's not what you're saying at all. Judge for the fact that, disabled. Look at the person in a wheelchair. Not what I'm saying. Most people are sick or have eaten themselves to disability because of their choices, because of choices that they've made, hundreds of thousands of choices that they made every single day for decades. Yes, for people that literally ate themselves into diseases that were preventable because of lifestyle habits, that's their fault. I think we need to educate people better, but at the same time, when you educate people, they don't want to fucking listen because they're addicted to these foods. So where's the responsibility start? Is it the food companies to make sure that you're feeling okay? Or is it your responsibility to know that you shouldn't be eating McDonald's 5 times a week? At some point, you have to take responsibility for your garbage fucking habits. I think parents should parent better. I think more and more people need to be aware of all these things so they're not poisoning their kids in the womb and from the get-go, pumping them full of soy and corn and garbage and formulas and stuff and Skittles and fucking Cheerios and all this goddamn shit. But at the same time, the information's out there now. You have access to the entirety of human consciousness on your fucking phone. So we have to have responsibility. No one's going to do it for you. Daddy government's not going to take care of you. You're being judged based on your horrific lifestyle choices that compounded over time. You don't have to like that, but you're only the size that you are. You are hugely overweight. You are grotesquely obese. And that has nothing to do with disabled people or people that are sick. Most people are sick because of their choices. They're sick because they don't sleep. They're sick because they don't exercise. They're sick because they eat garbage. They're sick because they spend all their time on fucking TikTok and the internet and staring at a TV and drinking alcohol all the time and smoking cigarettes. That's why they're fucking sick. Are you going to make fun of people? Are you going to judge them? I don't have to judge them. Life is judging them. You have diabetes because of your fucking choices. Now you have heart disease because of your fucking choices. I don't need to judge them. They're the one. They're the one that's going to have to deal with it. You've been judged. What do you think diabetes is? Well, here's the outcome of your choices. Now what? The thing is, it doesn't matter what I say. If you feel like I'm judging you, then that's on you. If you think I hate you, which I don't, I hate the way you talk. I think what you're saying is retarded, but I don't hate you. I don't need to hate you. It doesn't change how your pancreas functions. If you worry about my words, then you're really fucked up. You're straight fucked up in the head if you think that my words matter. You should care. The question is, why don't you care? Why don't you care about your health? Why are you such a meanie McMeanerson? Why can't you fucking go exercise and stop eating cake? How about that? Maybe it's you. Maybe my words aren't making you fat. Maybe it's that you can't put the cookies down.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or
Enough.
flavors to their particular gender.
Enough. Stop blaming me for your fucking obesity. It's not me, it's you. Tough pill to swallow, but you've swallowed enough at this point. What's the difference? Swallow that shit too. Just fucking eat it. You know you want to.
Do you really believe that it's not okay to catch a cold?
God damn it, Jen. God damn it, Jen. You chose this fucking video. It's
You
Jen's
can be
fault.
fat and be healthy. I'm
Jen
sorry,
needs to take
Lizzo,
responsibility.
healthier than I will ever be.
Do I really believe that's not okay to catch a cold? I don't have to say anything. By the way, if you're healthier, you won't be as susceptible to catching a cold. But the fuck? Come on. What are you talking about? No, said no one ever. No one's talking about getting a cold.
Or to catch COVID, or to have an eating disorder, or to lose a limb.
Everyone has COVID. Everyone has it. If you don't have it, you're going to get it. Everyone's going to get it. Everyone has it. Everyone's got it. The question is, how severe are your symptoms going to be? Well, guess what happens if you're morbidly obese and you trash your health? You're likely to have major complications. So take care of yourself. Okie dokie.
Still missing what exactly is not okay about any of these things.
Fucking dying. Dying
Everybody
early.
knows you never go full retard.
Dying from preventable disease. I don't know what is actually the problem. Fucking dying. Take a look at this individual. When's the last time you saw someone that was in their 60s that looked like that? You're thinking about it. Shit. I don't know. It's because they're dead. Or they're so immobile that you'll never see them in public. They're dead. I'm not gloating like, ha ha ha, obese people die younger. That's why I'm raging. Enough with this stupid shit. Take responsibility and stop fucking up your life. She's making this fucking video. She got her nails done. Well, instead of sitting there for 3 fucking hours, you could have gone to the gym. Twice. She goes to get her nails done, then closes her eyes and just goes, just cut straight across. You're not making sense. I'd love for you to make a video that made sense. It doesn't make sense. It's your responsibility. The reason why you look the way you do, for whatever reason, it's your responsibility now. But my parents, but. A lot of people had parents that didn't fucking know. I went through a lot of years where I didn't eat really good food. And I learned quickly and I figured it out and I keep on pursuing. I didn't get great quality sleep my entire life. I didn't know any better. I was a kid. I was up late and just get used to it. But right when I learned, I fucking pivoted and started putting time into it because I give a shit. I take care of my health. If you don't want to, that's fine. But stop pretending like you're doing something morally virtuous because you don't fucking care. It's much easier to pretend like you're a better person because that person's being mean. Are you saying that I'm not a valid person? Are you saying that I'm morally wrong for being obese? Yeah, you know what? I am. Now what? Sure, what if I am? Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen. Everyone say thank you, Jen. Jen goes, hey, fam, I haven't been around a lot lately. I'm really busy. And then you choose fucking number 2. Well, great, Jen. Maybe you want to take a little bit more of a break from the live streams. Everyone say thank you, Jen. Everyone say thanks, Jen. Thank you.
How about I send you
Thank
a
you.
hobo's dick cheese?
Thank you so much for being a valued member of the Swole fam. We love having you here. No, we do. We do. Yeah. Guilty as fuck. Guilty as charged.
First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
Okay. Now, to be fair, Jen says LMFAO. I'll be here all week, possibly. God damn it. Show's canceled. We're done. We're done. No more Mancast. We're done. Now, to be fair, pause. To be fair, if Jen chose number 1 or number 3, there was nothing. There was no retribution there. So in all honesty, Jen was between a rock and a hard place and a retard.
Come on, man.
Well, she was stuck between Biden and Harris. It was a tough position. 2 rocks, a rock and a rock. Speaking of the rock, let's fucking go.
Shut up, bitch!
Right. So this is like picking the least stanky turd from a huge pile of shit. So I don't know if this is it. All right, pick a number 1 or 2. From the looks of it, not the type of sandwich I'd like to be a part of. This is not going to turn out well for anyone. So someone pick another number and the Eye of Sauron will move off Jen and we'll roast another member because this is probably going to be horrific times 2. To be honest, the way the titles of these videos, I think Jen might have picked the best one, which is horrifying. Everyone, hit that thumbs up button if you haven't yet. Thumbs up. Tainty Man. Let's get a Tainty Man. Hit that thumbs up button on YouTube. Everyone, hit that thumbs up. He's moving. He's like shaking because of the balls deep. He's like, ah. Right, Tainty Boy? Church gives 0 fucks. Right, Churchy? You're a good girl. Okay. They're both out. Hashtag SFGs for a chance to win today's Swole card. Let's go with Lester Stone. Lester Stone, number 1. Lester Stone.
You switched the samples.
Okay, Lester. Lester stepping up to the plate. I do respect everyone that's dropping numbers. Sean Mack. Sean chose number 1, too. Stella chose number 1. Elizabeth, Matt, Nicole, Cerny, Tyler. I respect people after all that, after everything Jen went through. Everyone's like volunteering to hit a number. Roast me. Roast me. All right. It seems like we have Dylan's doppelganger again. I don't know why. I don't know why we have.
Boys have a penis. Girls have vagina.
Oh my God. All right. This one's called Cis People. You know at the start. When the first word in the title of the video is cis people created anti-transness. Cis people created anti-transness. Okay.
You fucking people.
Here we go.
I don't think everything is cis women's fault, nor have I ever said that. What I have said, and what is true, is that transphobia and anti-transness was created by cisgender people. We did not create our own oppression, and we are not responsible for dismantling it, because we honestly don't have enough power in society in order to do that. We need...
I'm going to pause it right there. This is a big old shit pile of lies. We don't have the power in society. You do know the phrase, whatever you're not allowed to talk about, if you're not allowed to talk about trans, and you know a lot of companies are taking the knee and being like, oh, okay, whatever, like Anheuser-Busch, all that stuff, that's the group that has the power. The group that is saying, we don't know what a fucking pee-pee and a wee-wee is. We don't know what a girl is. We don't know what a woman is. That's who has the power. So if you can't talk about trans people and you're transphobic and you're this and you're a bigot and you get canceled, that's who has the power. So that's a flat out fucking lie. This is what this kind of victim narrative does. It makes it seem like they're always the victim. They have to be the victim. They can't not be the victim because that's all they have going for them. We're being persecuted. Everyone's against us. We didn't create our own oppression. We didn't create that. Yes, you did. You went as insane as you possibly could and then are blaming people for using all of their brain cells. Not even all of them, like 12%. I don't need more than like 12%. I don't need more than one app open to figure that shit out. I don't even have to figure it out. Nature did that already. Good. All right. So let's...
And we are not responsible for dismantling it because we honestly don't have enough power in society in order to do that. We need cisgender people to realize that this is something that either you are contributing to, your ancestors created.
Oh, my ancestors created this. Oh, my ancestors created male and female. Right.
What happened to your queer party friends?
Right.
The world that we live in favors, values, privileges, upholds, and lifts you up, and it does not do the same thing for trans people. And so it's not that it's cis women's fault. Nobody's blaming like cis women as an overall category, but
remember, anything that you say, you follow by the but. No one's blaming cis women as a category, but your fucking ancestors are the reason why I'm oppressed. No, it's because you're mentally insane. Because you're insane. Give me attention. Give me attention. Give me power. You haven't given me enough power. You gave me a cookie. Now I want some fucking milk, you fucking bigot. I want some fucking milk for my cookie. I want some fucking milk for my fucking cookie. Yeah, and I want a napkin too, because now I have a milk mustache. Yeah, I want to wipe that shit off because I'm a fucking woman. I can't have a milk mustache. You know how it goes. Give me that fucking milk and that fucking napkin so I can wash down this fucking cookie. Okay. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm good.
It's women's fault. Nobody's blaming like cis women as an overall category, but I am charging cis women and cis men with the task of eradicating transphobia.
It's my fault that you want to be a woman and pretend like you're a woman because of the internet. I'm not blaming you, but it's my responsibility to play in your delusion. It's my responsibility. Does anyone see how that's fucked up? It's my responsibility to pander to your delusions. It's my responsibility. I have to dismantle something. Unlike your Christmas lights that you never took down. I need to dismantle. I'll get right on that. Actually, I have shit to do rather than, I don't know, sit down and have a fucking tea party with you.
Cis people created it, so cis people have to end it. And that is Oppression 101.
It is oppression. That's right. So here's the equivalent. Literally the same thing. I am now a unicorn. Now I know what you're saying. Papa Swole, you can't be a unicorn. Oh yeah? You should see my fucking horn. I am a unicorn. Now it's up to you, non-unicorn people, to dismantle your unicorn phobia. Nah, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. I'm a unicorn. And you need to treat me as such, or you are a unicorn phobic bigot. That's on you. You need to work on that because you created this anti-unicorn bigotry thinking that I can't be that I'm not a fucking unicorn. You don't understand my lived experience. Look at my fucking horn. Can you see that?
Because Look
at that shit. All right. If you thought that was exciting, this next one's probably going to be lit. Isn't that nice? Cerny says, I love it when people try to tell me what I should do. Yeah, epic. So welcoming. I'm so oppressed as they, this individual, they as all these people, not calling you multiple people. That's a man with a 7 o'clock shadow. Because that person says so. That person says they're this thing. They're obviously not. Okay, you can go and play in your sandbox, but I'm not going to pretend like that's, I don't know, reality. It's not a shared reality. And anyone that's bending over and figuratively and literally taking in the ass from these lunatics, that's on you. You agree to this nonsense and you're going to suffer the consequence. And you're seeing it. This kind of creep is just authoritarian bullshit. The oppression Olympics, everyone's a victim. You're so fat, you ate yourself next to death. And it's all of our fault that the airlines don't have fucking seats. So we all have to pay more for tickets because you want to be more comfortable rather than actually go for a walk 3 times a week. You don't want to change your habits, so everyone else has to pay more, and the government has to print more money and rob from people and subsidize airlines in order to have less seats. You want to fly private? Then pay more money. You want a bigger seat? Then pay first class like every fucking one else. Some people are 7 feet tall and they don't have a lot of money. They still have to fly on a fucking plane. They still have to fly on a fucking plane like everyone else. They're really tall. And that's something they didn't choose. You're not choosing to be 6'8". You're born 6'8". You're 600 fucking pounds. That's the culmination of many a lifestyle choice over years. Last one. This is called pronouns. Don't think.
What's in the box?
Don't think. Do it. Go.
Hi, I'm Cody. I primarily go by E, M, or Z's on pronouns, but I'm comfortable being referred to using any neo-pronouns that are not Z here.
I'm calling you kefir. I'm going to call you fermented milk. Ooh. That fits. Why does that play?
And a little bit about who I am. I am a white, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, disabled, neurodivergent, obsessive-compulsive, chronically ill, Unitarian Universalist, raised Jewish, non-monogamous, demi-low romantic, gray demi-bisexual, survivor of acute and complex trauma, millennial, and cat parent.
She's Jewish. Oh my God, she's Jewish? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I think we've done this video before. I think we did this like a year ago. Maybe this is dug back up again. We've done this before. We've done this with the cat parent. This is not a new video. I've seen this before, unless it's like a replay or repost. We've done this before. I was joking. Half my family is Jewish. I don't dislike Jewish people. I don't give a shit. I just thought that was funny. I had to pick something. White, transmasculine, femme, non-binary, disabled, neurodivergent, obsessive, compulsive, chronically ill. You don't fucking say. non-monogamous, universalist, retarded, low romantic, raised Jewish, grade demi bisexual, grade demi, survivor of acute and complex trauma. Welcome, you mean life? Millennial in mental health recovery. I remember this video because I said this the first time. The scariest part about all this is the cat parent. That's the frightening part. The cat parent. I remember this. This is an old video. But I think the most frightening part about this is the cat parent. That's the red flag. That's a red fucking flag. Got a cat. Beep. Boom, boom. Alarm's going off. Some of you are like, I like kitties. I like kitties. That poor fucking cat. Definitely feeding it vegan. You're definitely a vegan. I'm surprised you didn't have anything nutritional here. This person definitely could have thrown in like a ovo-lacto vegan, like something super fringe. Like they're vegan, but they only eat, I don't know, things that, I don't know. They don't eat anything that comes from a branch. It has to be from like a root, right? She's a vegan, but it's only things that are subterranean. Like they only eat like sweet potatoes. It's only things that never see sunlight. I'm a solar vegan or something. Something like that. I only eat things, if it's from a tree, no, but bushes, yes. Bushes and roots only. Yeah, a soil. I don't know, something like that. There's got to be some sort of like, if being a vegan isn't virtuous enough for you, it's got to be some subsect of veganism. So it's got to be only things that, I only feed on trees that face east. Nothing that could be picked after July or something like that. But even if this is an older video, it's still horrifying. And hopefully this person has gotten the team of scientists and therapists that it needs. Matt the Great, my dick has never been softer than looking at this person. Sick fucking gains. Yeah.
Emotional damage.
My dick has never been softer. Oh my God. My cock has never been so limp. Well, there's nothing left to be said. Anything that can be said, or could be said, or could be thought, is being thought right now, is being said right now. That was horrifying. That was horrifying. I feel bad for her cats.
You make me happy.
That's right. She doesn't pick anything. She just eats what has fallen off the tree like a lazy chipmunk. I only eat what a chipmunk has put in their nest. She only robs chipmunks. Like the chipmunk diet, you have to find a chipmunk nest and actually like snag their nuts. Or something like that. I'm a chipmunk scavenger. I only eat what chipmunks leave behind. All right, fam. We got a swole card. That was horrifying. But guess what? But look at the but look at the Tainty Man. Oh. Isn't that fantastic? Hadouken! And look at the church. Oh, just when you thought things were going to get worse and worse and worse, we have the cutest little churchly in the world. Aren't you the cutest? Give me some belly rubs. I want some belly rubs. Let me in there. No? Ooh, closed off. Cold-blooded. You cold? Let me tuck you in. Hold on a second. All right, I'll tuck you in. Very nice. So, let's give away today's swole card. Fam, that was horrifying, but, you know, go to the fucking gym, take care of your health, and you'll never have to see any of that in the mirror. I promise you. All right, hashtag sick fucking gains. Kick this shit off. Time to jack this shit up to 11. Making sick fucking news, making sick fucking news, making sick fucking gains. Who's making sick fucking gains? Oh my God, we got it. Matt the Great. Congratulations. Matthias. Can I call you Matthias? I shall. Matt the Great, congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swolecard 2539 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. Fam, make sure you drop in the comments soundboard requests. I am happy to give y'all a little more soundboard action. Reminder that we do have, make that a little smaller so you can see it, Roundtable 41 this Thursday, April 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll have a little Swolosophy here on the audio stream. For those of you that want your nips just tickled incessantly. It's going to be a great time. Tomorrow's Roundtable 41 at 5 p.m. Of course, we'll have that in Swole TV for later listening for members. Join now, swolenormousx.com.
Dodson, we've got Dodson here!
Now, once you've had sex with a woman, she will naturally start to depend on you, okay? All women do this.
Loud noises! Boom shakalaka!
Mr. Strickland.
You can be fat and be healthy. I'm sorry, Lizzo, healthier than I will ever be.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
60% of the time, it works. Every time.
That doesn't make sense.
What the fuck is that? I didn't know they stacked shit that high.
Chicks will dig you. Or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
Smooth. Very, very smooth stuff. Very classy. I'm learning a lot from you right now, dude.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
Are there any women here today?
As you can see, my nipples have been removed from my body. Where they are, I don't know.
Got it out. What's in my hands? Nothing. How's he doing it? Coast to coast is that piano cock. Fucking hell.
I fart in your general direction.
All right, fam. I see you, baby. I see you in the back. Fam, I love you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate your time and attention. And man, we made it through. And here's the thing. The Daily Swole is like a cold plunge. It's like a hard workout. Once you're done, and once you went balls deep, and you just finished everywhere, and you blew your Daily Swole load, life is easy. Life is great. You made it through the Daily Swole. If you made it through the balls deep section, you could do anything. Just know that. Just know that. You made it. You did it. You subjected your eye holes and your ear holes to that absolute cesspool of waste. There's something there, fam. There's something
I got
there.
hairy legs.
You should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself. We did it together. Can only do it together. Let me crank up this hog. Don't get up. Don't get up. Hold on. All right, fam. Thank you so much for being here. We'll take a nice breather tomorrow for the roundtable. It's going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be chill. No ridiculous, stupid shit. Just a chat with the best peeps in the realm. Swole Fam Roundtable tomorrow, Roundtable 41, April 20th, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, of course, we're back on Friday. The reason why I'm telling you this, pay attention. Friday, going to be live. I think, I'm going to tell you this now, I think Friday might have to be, it might be like an afternoon or late afternoon Mancast. I'm not sure. Either it's going to be really early. When I say really early, it might be like a 9 a.m. start or 8:30 Eastern Time. It might be an early start. I'm not sure because I have an appointment. So I'm not exactly sure if it's going to be early. I'll probably know more. I'll feel it out. We'll talk about it at the roundtable tomorrow, but we do have overtime that's going to go live at the end of the FEFcast on Friday. So no matter when it's live, if you can't catch it live, if you're working, you're like, oh shit, I'm not going to be able to make it. Don't worry, it'll be available on Swole TV. But we have an amazing overtime. We're going to have another Drive While Gaining. It's going to be as offensive and ridiculous and outlandish as they always are. I'm excited for that. And so it'll be awesome. So first things first, tomorrow, April 20th, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Join the fam today if you're not yet a member. Be there for the live call, private member Q&A, free-flowing conversation, the best of the best. We do these twice a month, and then on the opposing weeks, we have the Rise and Swole like we did last week, and we will next week. But tomorrow, roundtable first. First things first, roundtable. All right, looking forward to it. We'll see you then. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing, like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Hey, yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in